Melakim 2, 2 Kings chapter 13. In the 23rd year of Yaho'ash, son of Ahaziah, sovereign of Yehudah, Yaho'ahaz, son of Yahu, began to reign over Yisrael in Shamaron, and reigned 17 years. And he did evil in the eyes of Yahuah, and followed the sins of Yarob'am, son of Nevat, who had made Yisrael sin. He did not turn away from them. And the displeasure of Yahuah burned against Yisrael, and he gave them into the hand of Hazael, sovereign of Aram, and into the hand of Ben-Hadad, son of Hazael, all the days. Then Yaho'ahaz sought the face of Yahuah, and Yahuah listened to him, for he saw the oppression of Yisrael, because the sovereign of Aram oppressed them. And Yahuah gave Yisrael a savior, so that they came out from under the hand of Aram. And the children of Yisrael dwelt in their tents as before. However, they did not turn away from the sins of the house of Yarob'am, who had made Yisrael sin, but walked in them. Moreover, the Asherah also remained in Shamaron. For he left of the army of Yaho'ahaz only 50 horsemen and 10 chariots and 10,000 footmen, for the sovereign of Aram had destroyed them and made them like the dust at threshing. And the rest of the acts of Yaho'ahaz and all that he did, and his might, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yisrael? So Yaho'ahaz slept with his fathers, and they buried him in Shamaron. And Yoash his son reigned in his place. In the 37th year of Yoash, sovereign of Yehudah, Yaho'ash, son of Yaho'ahaz, began to reign over Yisrael and Shamaron 16 years. And he did evil in the eyes of Yahuah. He did not turn away from all the sins of Yarob'am, son of Nevat, who had made Yisrael sin. He walked in it. And the rest of the acts of Yoash and all that he did, and his might with which he fought against Amatsyahu, sovereign of Yehudah, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yisrael? So Yoash slept with his fathers, and Yarob'am sat on his throne. And Yoash was buried in Shamaron with the sovereigns of Yisrael. And Elisha had become sick with the sickness in which he died. And Yoash, the sovereign of Yisrael, came down to him, and wept over his face, and said, "O my father, the chariots of Yisrael and their horsemen!" And Elisha said to him, "Take a bow and some arrows." And he took a bow and some arrows, and he said to the sovereign of Yisrael, "Place your hand on the bow." So he placed his hand, and Elisha placed his hands on the hands of the sovereign, and said, "Open the east window." And he opened it, and Elisha said, "Shoot." And he shot. Then he said, "The arrow of deliverance of Yahuah, and the arrow of deliverance from Aram, for you shall smite Aram at Aphek until it is finished." Then he said, "Take the arrows." And he took the arrows, and he said to the sovereign of Yisrael, "Strike the ground." And he struck 3 times and stopped. And the man of Elohim was wroth with him, and said, "You should have smitten 5 or 6 times, then you would have smitten Aram till its utter destruction. But now you shall smite Aram only 3 times. And Elisha died, and they buried him. And the raiding bands from Moab came into the land in the spring of the year. And it came to be, they were burying a man, and there they saw a raiding band, and cast the man in the tomb of Elisha. And the man fell and touched the bones of Elisha, and came to life, and stood on his feet. And Hazael, sovereign of Aram, oppressed Yisrael all the days of Yaho'ahaz. But Yahuah showed favor to them, and had compassion on them, and turned toward them for the sake of his covenant with Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, and would not destroy them or cast them from his presence as yet. And Hazael, sovereign of Aram, died, and Ben-Hadad his son reigned in his place. And Yaho'ash, son of Yaho'ahaz, recovered from the hand of Ben-Hadad, son of Hazael, the cities, which he had taken out of the hand of Yaho'ahaz his father in battle. Yoash smote him 3 times, and he recovered the cities of Yisrael. Melakim 2, 2 Kings, chapter 14. In the 2nd year of Yoash, son of Yaho'ahaz, sovereign of Yisrael, Amatsyahu, son of Yoash, sovereign of Yehudah, began to reign. He was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Jehoiadan of Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the eyes of Yahuah, but not like his father David. He did according to all his father Yoash did. However, the high places were not taken away. The people still slaughtered and burned incense on the high places. And it came to be as soon as the reign was strong in his hand, that he smote his servants who had smitten his father the sovereign. But he did not put to death the children of the murderers, according to what is written in the book of the Torah of Moshe, in which Yahuah commanded, saying, Fathers are not put to death for the children, and children are not put to death for the fathers, but each one is put to death for his own sin. He smote Edom in the valley of Salt 10,000, and took Selah in battle, and called its name Yoktheel to this day. Amatsyahu then sent messengers to Yaho'ash, son of Yaho'ahaz, son of Yahu, sovereign of Yisrael, saying, Come, let us look each other in the face. And Yaho'ash, sovereign of Yisrael, sent to Amatsyahu, sovereign of Yehudah, saying, The thistle that was in Lebanon sent to the cedar that was in Lebanon, saying, Give your daughter to my son as wife. And a wild beast that was in Lebanon passed by and trampled the thistle. You have certainly smitten Edom, and your heart has lifted you up. Be esteemed and stay in your house. But why do you stir up yourself to evil that you should fall, you and Yehudah with you? But Amatsyahu did not listen, so Yaho'ash, sovereign of Yisrael, went up, and he and Amatsyahu, sovereign of Yehudah, faced one another at Beth Shemesh, which belongs to Yehudah. And Yehudah was smitten before Yisrael, and they each fled to his tent. And Yaho'ash, sovereign of Yisrael, caught Amatsyahu, sovereign of Yehudah, son of Yaho'ash, son of Ahaziah, at Beth Shemesh. And they came to Jerusalem, and he broke through the wall of Jerusalem from the gate of Ephraim to the corner gate 400 amah, and took all the gold and silver and all the objects that were found in the house of Yahuah, and in the treasuries of the sovereign's house, and hostages, and returned to Shamaron. And the rest of the acts of Yaho'ash which he did, and his might, and how he fought with Amatsyahu, sovereign of Yehudah, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yisrael? So Yaho'ash slept with his fathers, and was buried in Shamaron with the sovereigns of Yisrael, and Yarob'am his son reigned in his place. And Amatsyahu, son of Yoash, sovereign of Yehudah, lived 15 years after the death of Yaho'ash, son of Yaho'ahaz, sovereign of Yisrael. And the rest of the acts of Amatsyahu, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yehudah? And they made a conspiracy against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish. And they sent after him to Lachish, and killed him there, and brought him on horses, and he was buried at Jerusalem with his fathers in the city of David. And all the people of Yehudah took Azariah, who was 16 years old, and appointed him to reign instead of his father Amatsyahu. He built Elath and restored it to Yehudah after the sovereign slept with his fathers. In the 15th year of Amatsyahu, son of Yoash, the sovereign of Yehudah, Yarob'am, son of Yoash, the sovereign of Yisrael, began to reign in Shamaron, and reigned 41 years. And he did evil in the eyes of Yahuah. He did not turn away from all the sins of Yarob'am, son of Nevat, who had made Yisrael sin. He restored the border of Yisrael from the entrance of Hamath to the sea of the Arava, according to the word of Yahuah, Elohim of Yisrael, which he had spoken through his servant Yonah, son of Amatsyahu, the Nevi, who was from Gath-Hepher. For Yahuah saw that the affliction of Yisrael was very bitter, and there was no one, neither shut up nor left at large, to help Yisrael. And Yahuah had not said that he would blot out the name of Yisrael from under the Shamayim, but saved them by the hand of Yarob'am, son of Yaho'ash. And the rest of the acts of Yarob'am, and all that he did, and his might, how he fought, and how he recovered Damasek and Hamath for Yehudah in Yisrael. Are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yisrael? So Yarob'am slept with his fathers, the sovereigns of Yisrael, and Zechariah his son reigned in his place.